It's half the show tonight. There is a judging session coming up. But before that, you've been the live audience today. And in case if you were wondering what these gadgets were, they're little response devices. You'll use them to cast your vote and say which was your most favored collection. Can we have the question on the screens, please? There you go. Which fashion show did you like the most? Option A, Udana's Ugly Duckling. Option B, Lara's Caxton. And remember, this vote will be considered during the final judging. All done? All right, let's have the vote, please. Celebration, but not too fast. This is only one of the criteria for selecting tonight's winner.
සුපුරුදු පරිදි විනිශ්චය ආසනයට තරඟකරුවන් කැඳවුවා. අද එහි විශේෂත්වයකුත් තිබුණා. ලාරාත් උදානත් පමණක්ම නොවේ. අවසාන අභියෝගයේදී ඔවුන්ට සහාය වූ සියලු සගයන්ද එතන සිටියා.
Good evening, viewers. Welcome back to ITN, to the British Council's IDEATORS Next Generation Entrepreneurs. And this evening's a very special evening. It is the grand finale. This programme highlights the importance of entrepreneurship, of creativity and innovation in the UK and Sri Lanka. Both countries recognise that the next generation will drive their respective economies. And this programme brought together 12 young, aspiring entrepreneurs. And over the weeks, there have been eliminations and eliminations. And tonight, we are left with two potential ideators. It's Sri Lanka against the UK, not in cricket, but in entrepreneurship. We have Udana flying the flag for Sri Lanka, and Uva Velasa University, and Lara from the London College of Fashion. It doesn't get any bigger than this. There's only going to be one winner at the end of the night, and this is it. Let me first welcome back my fellow judges, Pumi Pereira, Head of Design, the Hydramani Group. How are you?
Very good, Tony.
Who's more nervous, the contestants or us?
I think it's about 50-50 right now, isn't it?
I think it might be. And my other permanent judge, Chandala Abe Vikrama, Deputy General Manager at HNB. Welcome back.
Thank you, Tony. Good to be here.
It's good to be here. I'm not sure we'll be saying that at the end of the night, though.
Yes, certainly it's a challenging moment for us.
It certainly is. It's been a journey for the contestants, and it's been a journey for us, the judges.
Absolutely.
We're here this evening, of course, with a live audience. First time we've had that. Welcome. It is real. We have to find the Ideator 2012 at the end of this judging session. There are some special guests in the audience this evening. Many of the partners we've worked with, the episode partners, people who've joined us as guest judges over the last several weeks. But there's one special person in the audience who I'd like to invite up onto stage, and that is Munaza Rafiq, who was last year's Ideators winner, a student from the Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology. Munaza, would you like to join us on stage? Welcome. Tell me, how were you feeling this time last year?
Excited, very nervous. Yes, I would like to quote a few words, a quote that I recently went through. It was where what they said was how, without confidence, you are twice defeated in this race of life, but with confidence, you have won even before you have started. And this is something that Ideators really, really helped me get. I mean, it helped me improve and increase my confidence of how to face the world, It gave me a leading edge in terms of joining one of the greatest companies in Sri Lanka. And it really helped me improve on my leadership skills, my personality, the teamwork skills, everything, which has really helped me come along this way a great deal.
So there you have it. That's what you're striving for.
Udana and Lara, all the very best. I mean, I really loved your pieces, and I think all of us should just give them one more round of applause with the amazing creativity that they brought out today. That was just amazing. Thank you very much. And each and every one of you, Udana and Lara, I mean, all the very best for tonight. And then all of you are special in each of your unique ways. So all the best for a great, amazing future. Thank you.
So there you have it. Thank you very much, Munaza. Thank you. Munaza Rafiq, last year's Ideator 2011. So I'd like to start, actually, with an open question. How has it been to be part of Ideators?
It's been a wonderful experience. I've learned so much about myself in this process. It's been a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet such great people. I have friends in Sri Lanka now. You know, just doing every task, learning how to work under pressure. It's been an eye-opener. I've really enjoyed myself. At the beginning of every task, I just think, just have fun with it, do your best, and just enjoy it. And it's just been wonderful.
But if there was one challenge that you felt, apart from tonight, because we haven't judged that yet, but if there was one challenge that you felt you made a significant contribution to, just remind us and our audience what
I
it
would
was.
say it was the first Hydramani task of designing a shirt and a blouse for a signature look. Yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite.
Remind us of the slogan you came up with.
Don't brag, just lick.
Don't brag, just lick. You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that had to be one of my favorite challenges.
And same question to you, Dana.
Yes, indeed. As Lara said, for me it was the time constraint was one of the greatest things that I've achieved. I never knew that I could have done so much of things in a very little time very little time. And again, working with people, and this is real. For the audience, I'm saying this was really real, and we have to do the tasks as in many ways in very short period of time, managing people, understanding each other's wordings, and especially working with designers.
I think I've seen week by week the many challenges you all faced. What would you consider as the most remarkable experience that you gained from this program?
First task at Kitulgala. I can't swim. I can't swim, but I was floating in the river with life jacket on. I was whistling for the guy to come and take me, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna come. You just make your way." I was like, "What?" And then I slowly and steadily managed, and Luke and Adam was giving me swimming lessons before, like 2 days before, and I managed. Thank you guys.
So
saved my life.
Udana's greatest challenge was swimming.
Yes.
Okay, so entrepreneurs need to swim, yeah?
It's Tony.
This is your chance to remind the judges. There's a serious moment going on here.
No, it has a serious element of it. We came into Ideators without not knowing people, and within 2 days, I've managed to make friends. I've managed to make impression on people and learned how to swim. And then went there without not knowing anything, but I managed to survive because of these guys, which I don't know. I truly believe that I'm good with people.
This has been a very great experience. We've learned, haven't we, fellow judges, that our young contestants push back, which is good. Thank you. Let's narrow down and talk a little bit about the label and the story behind the label. Udana, how did you and your team come up with the ugly duckling?
Actually, this was one of the mistakes that we have done in the previous task as well. I always wanted our guys to work on a theme and work on a slogan, work on a tag. And some tasks we have spent a lot of time searching for tags and tags and brands. And this time also we spent a lot of time, a considerable time on searching a tag attack. And while we are traveling from Hyderabad to Hilton, they started playing with my name, and they got these two characters, U and D, and we come out with an idea of ugly duckling, which is...
It must have been a long journey, was it?
The moment I heard the name Ugly Duckling, I confirmed that this is going to be the brand, this is going to be the label, because it is sellable.
Okay, let me stop you right there. Are you aware of any other companies with a similar name and similar symbolism?
We went in, we searched internet, no other brand called Ugly Duckling is existing on Google search.
Anything close?
Fish.
Well, I Googled it, and I came up with Ugly Duck straight away.
Ugly Duck.
Yeah. UK label.
Okay.
With the symbolism of the swan was the first thing that came up.
Is it as nice as ours, though?
You're not allowed to speak.
Actually, this...
Listen. We did come up with it. It's very clear. Have you done any checking? Have you spoken to your lawyers since you're launching a new brand with a new label? Have you done any research into the intellectual property of your
on the legal side? No, haven't done so far, because this is 4 days task. And I've been, if you ask the guys, I've been talking to them. We need to secure this label. We need to secure this brand, because it comes out to the story. And for a marketer, if your brand tells a story.
So it's on your to-do.
I was not actually
so speaking to your lawyers is on your to-do list for Monday, is it?
Yes, actually, I had that idea of doing it, but since the time constraint, I didn't look at it. But to be frank, the idea came within ourselves. Idea built within ourselves. We built the story board by piece, and we incorporated those elements into our garments as well. So everything is backed by our label, our brand, and I'm going to protect my brand.
Okay, final questions. Anything still troubling you on the finance and banking?
No, I'm fine. I mean, it's very clear to them. I mean, just to see from an investor point of view.
You gave them some very strong feedback.
From the investor. Finally, it is the investor who is going to invest in you and who is going to depend on your sales, your returns, and he has to be convinced for whether it's debt or whether it's equity to help you with the capital.
Any final thoughts? Or?
Yeah, I'm just looking at at the end of the day, you want to catch as large a consumer base as you can, and the practicality of the garments are important. You know, how do you get in and out of a garment? You know, obviously with all this piecing. So in that sense, Lara, I think you had used a lot of zips on the sides, and Udana, you had used a lot of stretch fabric. So I think there is a limitation in what you've done with having zips. Why did you not go for stretch fabrics in some of your paneling?
It was also about material that was available to us. We do have stretch fabric in the collection, and we try to vary it a little bit, not have all stretch. And I find zips quite easy to come in to wear. Fitting the garments wasn't difficult at all. Zipping up wasn't difficult at all. It stays quite well. They're not hard to wear. They're not hard to remove. And we do have stretch in our collection. I didn't think it was going to be a big issue.
And then with you, Dana? What the idea of using stretch was that? How did that come about? Because most of your collection was jersey and stretch, and there was hardly any woven in there.
Yes,
was that
we looked into because for the first 6 months we are targeting Sri Lanka, so we were looking at the customer base, and we want more comfort in the customer, more comfort with the fabric, and then this was the lot that we are given for. So therefore, with this first thing that we are going with this, and with the sequence embroiderment, the same thing appeals for the next season, for the next products coming out. We'll try something different with the trends. We'll try something different, without using the sequence embroidery. We can go for prints, we can go for floral decorations or whatever. Within keeping the trends, we would change the designs in keeping with the consumers' needs and wants.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that wraps up the questions, judges. I think we need a recess to weigh up what we've heard this evening about their performance throughout and how they've approached this particular task. So instead of you leaving the boardroom, as you have done in previous episodes, I think we will leave the boardroom. We'll be back. with a decision.